G'day folks. In this video, I came across this meme here. It says here, perfect illustration of what is happening in the skies. Harmonic resonance manipulation. Google patent 468-6605. So I decided to Google 468-6605 patent, and I came up with this. Creation of artificial ionization of clouds above the Earth. US patent 4999-637A. Well, that was one of them that I looked at. Random sort of thing. So artificial ionization clouds. And what's this next one? There's the 468-6605A. Method and apparatus for altering a region in the Earth's atmosphere, ionosphere, and/or magnetosphere. Application filed by APTI Incorporated, whoever that is, priority to US 06, whatever that is, assigned to the Atlantic Richfield Company. What the hell is the Atlantic Richfield Company? Maybe I should look into the Atlantic Richfield Company. Check this out. So I did a bit of a scroll and checked out patents of it. Patents, a method to alter atmosphere. 15th of August, 1987, the New York Times, 4,668,605, what's this, was granted to Bernard, a physicist and expert on oilfield development. Wow. We're talking the 80s here, guys. Wow. Reddit technology, yes, 11 years ago. Patent US 468, method and apparatus for altering the region. Now, this is obviously clearly out there. So to all the dummies out there that read the mainstream media, you're probably never going to hear about this. But if you tune into the Hang Loose Recluse show, you might hear about it. But who gives a shit anyway? Let's move on with the story. That's right. They're going to alter the atmosphere. What's this scribed HAARP? Details of its capabilities from the main HAARP patent. Blah, blah, blah. What's this? HAARP and Earth's magnetosphere. March 20, 2009. In summary, HAARP is a scientific research facility that uses a high-power transmitter to temporarily excite a limited area of the ionosphere for study. It also has a suite of scientific instruments for observation and study of the physical processes in the ionosphere. This research is important for understanding natural processes and their potential uses for communication and surveillance systems. For those who don't know what HAARP is, here is a description of some of its capabilities. Well, these are just screenshots, so I can't really show you. But I did click on a Reddit page where it said some guy put all this information into ChatGPT, and this is an image that it came back with. Interesting. Thank you. All right, next up we're going to go to the internet, and we're going to look at some of this stuff. Let's look at the New York Times article, Patents, a method to alter the atmosphere. This is from 15th of August 1987. What does the New York Times have to say about it? Let's check it out. Oh my goodness, they want me to create a they got a paywall up. Never mind, guys. Oh, here we go, it's gone. Is it gone? Looks like it's go away. About the archive. Piss off, mate. Fuck off. Don't want your fucking paywall. I'm not paying for this shit. Anyway, fucking assholes. No, fuck off. Alright, so we've fucked off. Can't open that. Sorry, guys. Fucked. Thank you. Can't open that. We've got a paywall. I'm not doing a paywall. I'm not logging in. Go get stuffed. You've got to give your email address just to look at an article these days, guys, on mainstream media. How messed up is that in the world? I was about to swear then. How messed up is that? You have to Google something to see the mainstream media, look at an old archive, and email into it. Anyway, what's this? The Lens.org. That's this patent 9. This is another patent, so let's check this one out, see what this gives us. Come on, click, notice, yes, okay, whatever. Thanks, got it, whatever. Method, dismiss. Explore science, technology, and whatever that is. Method and apparatus for altering a region in the Earth's atmosphere, ionosphere and or magnetosphere, US. Granted patent, family. Interesting shit here, guys. Interesting shit. Abstract, a method and apparatus for altering at least one selected region which normally exists above the Earth's surface. The region is excited by electron-cyclotron resonance heating to thereby increase its charged particle density. In one embodiment, circularly polarized electromagnetic radiation is transmitted upward in a direction substantially parallel to and along a field line which extends through the region of plasma to be altered. The radiation is transmitted at a frequency which excites electron-cyclotron resonance to heat and accelerate the charged particles. This increase in energy can cause ionization of neutral particles which are then absorbed as part of the region, thereby increasing the charged particle density of the region. claims a method for altering at least one region normally existing above the Earth's surface with electromagnetic radiation using naturally occurring and diverging magnetic field lines of the Earth comprising transmitting first electromagnetic radiation at a frequency between 20 and 7,200 kHz from the Earth's surface. Said transmitting being conducted essentially at the outset of transmission substantially parallel to and along at least one of said field lines, adjusting the frequency of said first radiation to a value which will excite electron-cyclotron resonance at an initial elevation at least 50 kilometers above the Earth's surface, whereby in the region in which said electron-cyclotron resonance takes place, heating, further ionization, and movement of both charged and neutral particles is affected. Said cyclotron resonance excitation of said region is continued until the electron concentration of said region reaches a value of at least 10.6 per cubic centimeter and has an eon energy of at least 2 eV. The method of Claim 1 including the step of providing artificial particles in said at least one region which are excited by said electron-cyclotron resonance. The method of Claim 2 wherein said artificial particles are provided by injecting same into said at least one region from an orbiting satellite. The method of Claim 1 wherein said threshold excitation of electron-cyclotron resonance is about 1 watt per cubic centimeter and is sufficient to cause movement of a plasma region along said diverging magnetic field lines to an altitude higher than the altitude at which said excitation was initiated. The method of Claim 4, wherein said rising plasma region pulls with it substantial portion of neutral particles of the atmosphere which exist in or near said plasma region. The method of Claim 1, wherein there is provided at least one separate source of second electronic radiation, said second radiation having at least one frequency different from said first radiation. Impinging said at least 1 second radiation on said region while said region is undergoing electron-cyclotron resonance excitation caused by said first radiation. The method of Claim 6 wherein said second radiation has a frequency which is absorbed by a said region. Wherein said this is the English Recluse Show. If you're keen, listen on. There's more. 8. The method of Claim 6 wherein said region is plasma in the ionosphere and said second radiation excites plasma waves within said ionosphere. The method of Claim 8 wherein said electron concentration reaches a value of at least 10 sup blah 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 goes on and on, guys. Let's go back. Bored. Thank you. Well, that was something else in the lens. So it's interesting to see HARP details of its capabilities from the MAME HARP patent. Triangle, IP, whatever this high frequency active oral research program. Let's look at Wikipedia. And what does Wikipedia tell us? High frequency active oral research program. HARP redirects here for the the High Frequency Active Oral Research Program is a University of Alaska Fairbanks program which researches the ionosphere, the highest ionized part of the Earth's atmosphere. The most prominent instrument at HARP is the Ionospheric Research Instrument, IRI, a high-power radio frequency transmitter facility operating in the high-frequency HF band. The IRI is used to temporarily excite a limited area of the ionosphere. Other instruments such as a VHF and a UHF radar, a flux gate magnometer, sounds a little bit like Back to the Future, the flux capacitor in the DeLorean time machine. Anyway, a digisondi, an ionospheric sounding device, and an induction magnetometer are used to study the physical processes that occur in the excited region. Initially, HARP was jointly funded by the US Air Force, the US Navy, the University of Alaska Fairbanks, and the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA. It was designed and built by BAE Advanced Technologies. Its original purpose was to analyze the ionosphere and investigate the potential for developing ionospheric enhancement technology for radio communications and surveillance. Since 2015, it has been operated by the University of Alaska Fairbanks. Work on the HARP facility began in 1993. The current working IRI was completed in 2007. Its prime contractor was BAE Systems Advanced Technologies. As of 2008, HARP had incurred around $250 million in tax-funded construction and operating costs. In May 2014, it was announced that the HARP program would be permanently shut down later in the year. After discussions between parties, ownership of the facility was transferred to the University of Alaska Fairbanks in August 2015. HARP is the target of conspiracy theorists who claim that it is capable of weather manipulation. Well, the patent says that, doesn't it? I don't know. Well, let's now look at weather manipulation. Actually, let's do a bit of a check here. And I did have some stuff like that. Anyway, Agriculture Defence Coalition, introduction, 20th Feb 210. Let's check on this one. All right, HAARP, here we go. Look at that. Introduction. HAARP is a large phase array of electromagnetic wave generator located in Alaska. The involvement of Dr. Bernard's creations have been well documented in books. High altitude nuclear explosions, one of the inspirations. Oh my goodness. Laboratory generated MEV electrons. The ARCO patents assigned. Yeah, goes on. So you can kind of go down a rabbit hole of that patent if you'd like. Just go for it. So let's go back to the main patent page, which is patent number. This one up the top was it method and apparatus for altering a region, Google Patents. So this is actually in Google Patents. Come on, click on it. This is the one here. Abstract, a selected apparatus for altering at least one selected region. Yeah, we read that before. Engineering, computer science. Oh, what's this? Classifications, directed energy weapons. Devices that direct a beam of high energy content toward a target for incapacitating or destroying the target. Wowzers. Check that out, folks. Claims. 1. A method for altering at least one region. Oh, we read all that. Yep, we read all that. That's what we were reading before on that other thing, but description, technical field, background, art. So you can check this all out yourselves, guys. This is the Loose Goose Recluse. What's this in 1974? Published Radio Science, 1974, respectively, all of which incorporated herein by reference in such experiments. Experiments, there you go. They're experimenting with what's going on in the world out there in the ionosphere. Which is basically a form of manipulating weather. And if you don't believe it, let's go and check out disclosure of the invention. The present invention provides a method and apparatus for... Yeah, we read that. Well, we read all of this, but it just goes on in jargon. But it's there. It's actually there. But then, when you look at the investments that they've put into weather manipulation systems in Arab Emirates, let's have a look. What's going on? Oh, Vanuatu earthquake is trending there, guys. Trending searches. Vanuatu earthquake. Had no idea about it. Who's Nick Martin? Oh, that's football. What have we got here? So let's look up. What are we looking up? UAE weather modification systems. Spelled it wrong, but never mind. The weather modification method uses planes and ground-based cannons to shoot particles into clouds, making more nuclei, attracting moisture that falls as snow and rain. Usually silver iodide is used, but it can also be dry ice and other materials. Of course, the mainstream media is now playing down the fact that cloud seeding in the United Arab Emirates. Let's see what Wikipedia says that cloud seeding says about that. Cloud seeding in the United Arab Emirates is a weather modification technique. Wow, there you go, folks. Weather modification technique used by the government to address water challenges in the country. Of course. But do you think the government really knows what they're playing with here? So the government is addressing water challenges in the country. That's the government addressing this. Cloud seeding is also referred to as a man-made precipitation and artificial rainmaking. The United Arab Emirates is one of the first countries in the Persian Gulf region to use cloud seeding technology. UAE scientists use cloud seeding technology to supplement the country's water insecurity, which stems from the extremely hot climate. They use weather radars to continuously monitor the atmosphere of the country. Forecasters and scientists have estimated that cloud seeding operations can enhance rainfall by as much as 30 to 35% in a clear atmosphere and up to 10 to 15% in a more humid atmosphere. This practice has caused concerns regarding the impact on the environment because it is difficult to predict the long-term global implications. There it is, folks. There it is. What else? What's his environmental impact? Flooding. Oh, it is predicted that climate change... Oh, better not say that word on this channel. We'll get flagged. What issues... so they can tax you harder, will lead to higher temperatures, increased humidity and a greater risk of flooding in parts of the Gulf region. These issues could be worsened in nations like the UAE, which do not have adequate drainage infrastructure to manage heavy rainfall. Was this a flooded street in Dubai in 2020 during the cloud seeding rain? So they're trying to play down what happened recently at 2024, that it didn't happen. But they're showing you at the same time a flooded street in Dubai in 2020 during the cloud seeding rains. Here we go. Cloud seeding activities conducted in 2019 by the UAE National Centre of Meteorology and Seismology as part of the UAE Research Program for Rain Enhancement Science were carried out prior to floods in Dubai in 2019. Although the NCM has linked heavier rainfall to cloud seeding operations, they assert it was not the cause of the flooding. Commercial and residential areas were severely impacted and pumps were needed to... Of course they were bloody... They assert it was not the cause of the flooding because, like they said earlier, they don't know what they're doing, but suddenly they know what they're doing when they have to play down what they're actually doing. Does that make sense? Yeah, here we go. It says it just here. Where am I? Where was it? Where did I see that? Water challenges, and it said something where it... Number 4 here, this practice has caused concerns regarding the impact on the environment because it is difficult to predict the long-term global implications. You saw it there on Wikipedia, folks, but at the same time, when you go into what I just read out then, wherever that was, April 2024, suggesting that heavy rainfall is more likely caused by... Yes, of course, look at that word. I'm not going to show you what it is, I'll say it. Yep, they know that it's not what they said it was earlier in this situation because it looks a bit obvious, so they have to play it down. Anyway, folks, what's this? UAE plan to invest 500 million dirhams on flood protection and transport. Yeah, that's after severe storms in 2020. Well, dismissing the allegations. Of course they are. Anyway, this is atmospheric aerosols. What's this? Cloud seeding missions require firing salts and silver iodide crystals into the atmosphere. Now, what are silver iodide crystals? Let's check that out. The increased concentration of particulate matter. Why haven't they got a highlight for the silver iodide crystals? Increased risk for respiratory illnesses. Oh, here we go. The particulate matter or micropollutants increase risk for respiratory illnesses. In 2017, a study was conducted before and after cloud seeding missions, which recorded an increase of particulate matter correlating to the months of active artificial rain. Researchers attribute this to leftover silver iodine or iodine crystals that were not dispersed in the rain during the cloud seeding months. A study was conducted called the UAE Unified Aerosol Experiment, UAE2, to assess the progress and effectiveness of cloud seeding specifically in the UAE. Researchers found a significant increase in rainfall trends and in areas with cloud seeding. More recently, over 20 regions in the UAE that participated in cloud seeding experiments have a higher concentration of particulate matter. The overall environmental impact of cloud seeding is difficult to measure due to the inability to perform controlled experiments along with the difficulty in direct tracing. Did you hear that, folks? So the overall environmental impact of cloud seeding is difficult to measure. But they can tell you that the floods of 2024 weren't because of it, because somehow they can now measure that it wasn't. You get what I'm saying here, folks? Doesn't fucking well make sense. Anyway, this is the world we live in. Clown world. You be the judge. Plenty of patent information out there. Speculation. Oh, look, and now Australian broadcasting. Oh, yep, of course, because the mainstream media has to address the fact that speculation cloud seeding caused Dubai record rainfall, refuted by experts blaming climate change. Speculation. So this is the narrative of the mainstream media. Of course, they're going to try not... They're going to say no. They're going to get experts saying no, but you just saw it on Wikipedia. They're saying they don't know the long-term impact. So how do they know that it wasn't from frigging cloud seeding? Weather modification, and I'll go 9 News because it comes up. Modification, 9 News, which is Australia, and it comes up from about 2017, I think. Here we go, let's see. 18th November 19. All right, there we go. Oh, cloud seeding may have triggered heavy UAE rainfall. Well, they're saying it in 2019, suddenly it's not. What else? Dubai makes its rain by zapping clouds with electricity. Here we go. Dubai makes its rain by zapping clouds with electricity. There we go. There's some information for you, folks. I've already covered a video on this anyway, but anyway, just wanted to bring that up, bring that to your attention, because I know you can. Anyway, I'll leave you with it. This has been another Hang Loose Recluse random production. Thank you.